I want to change just the text color of this header, I need to figure out which tag I need to work with. So inside of the header selector, we have H1. So here's header H1. Right now it's picking up the same color from all the text on the site because the body tag has something that says text is blue. So here we're actually going to change this one individually by adding a property to override. We're going to say color is a much lighter color, so it's much easier to see. If we want the text font type for the header to be different than the rest of the site, again, in that H1, let's add one more property, do a font family, and make this Georgia. So if I actually want to make this paragraph an H1, and I select it, go to my text insert, click H1, it's still going to be picking up that blue H1 style that the rest of the website has because we're not inside of header div. Now we're in main content div. So if I actually want to change the properties of how H1s behave inside my main content div, I need to make sure that there's a main content H1 that's specified, and right now there isn't. So if I just right click on this particular rule and duplicate it, but change the name to actually add H1 to the end, just basically following the same format that I see on these other ones. If I realize that since I've duplicated this, it's picked up the background color and the margin property that the main content selector had, but I don't need the main content to have a margin and the H1 to have a margin. So I'm going to just click on that and hit delete. If I want to make the main content H1s all be italics, I choose font style, italic, and maybe I'll even add a color. Black. And finally, why don't we do a border left color of turquoise, so that when we add a border to the left, every time we have an H1, we get a dashed left border of turquoise. And now if I want to make this, take the H1 off of this and make it go back to being a regular P tag, I can just come in here and click P, and it'll bring it back down to its normal self. We've got our H1 at the top with our turquoise left edge border. I know this kind of looks ridiculous, but you know, this is such a wide area of A, taste, B, style, C, experimentation. You have so many things to choose from that I just want to give you the idea that you can actually go through here and add anything that you want to these things and see what happens when you do it. And that may be exactly what you want. If it's not quite, you tweak it down to 32. Perfect. You know, then you save your file and go check it in your browser, and you can work with the CSS layouts that Adobe Dreamweaver gives you as starting off points that you can customize both in terms of their shape, size, orientation, and boxes, and the text and other objects that you drag into it.